Hello, good people. I'm in Tysons, Virginia today. Tysons, it's a well-known place here locally in the Washington, D.C. area. It's a major suburban business district. As a foodie destination, it's not known so much for that, although it does have good food. And as you can guess, that's what brings me here to Tysons. I want to go around Tysons today and get some food and to show you the good food that they do have here. And I'm starting off at a new part of Tysons called the Boro, which is a pedestrian-friendly, walkable section of Tysons. And I'm going to get some ramen to begin. So let's get started. The food has arrived at my table. I got the Shio Ramen with the pork cheek. It's not as easy to get pork cheek in your ramen, so I had to go with that option. So they put everything on the side, so you kind of have to insert it into your bowl. So it looks like there's some wood ears, mushrooms, some bamboo, some scallions, and I got an egg. Whoa, perfect egg in here. All right, I'm gonna put a couple of the slices of the pork cheek in here. Whoa, as I'm picking it up, I can tell how soft it is. Let me agitate it just a little bit. Whoa, that's some rich broth. The first thing I do with ramen is always taste the broth. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, that's some good Shio broth. Oh man, that's good. Nice, cool, crisp day. This broth really hits the spot. Oh man, that's rich, porky, but not overly porky. It doesn't taste fatty. You just get the clean pork flavor, and you have that nice milky sheen that's permeating the broth. Wow, I could just sit here drinking the broth. I mean, look at this broth. It's so milky. That really is the hallmark of the Santouka signature tonkatsu broth. How milky and golden color it is. Wow, that's good broth. Let me try the noodles now. The ramen noodles. Whoa. Perfect al dente texture. Not too thick, not too thin. These are the perfect width in terms of what I like in my ramen noodles. Perfect width. Wow. Perfect al dente texture. Delicious noodles. Okay. The moment of truth. Here's the pork cheek. Oh my God. You barely have to chew that thing because it just literally melts in your mouth. There's a leanness to it on one side, but then a layer of fat on the other side. That deceptively lean looking part just dissolves in your mouth. The egg, I can tell, is going to be phenomenal too, because you can see how the yolk is not runny, not liquidy, but it's certainly not solid. So you have this magnificent in-betweener. So the yolk basically has the consistency of like apricot jam or something like that. Let me try it. phenomenal. Just a phenomenal egg. Such a creamy, yolky flavor. And that broth, oh my God, the elements are just working together in perfect harmony. The broth, the bamboo, the wood ears, the noodles, the egg, the pork cheek. All right, I also got the pan-fried dumplings. Let me not forget those. Whoa, they did a nice job searing the bottom of these dumplings. It's nicely seared on the bottom. They give you some soy sauce to dip it in. Wow. I mean, this is almost a one-biter. They also brought out some chili powder and some chili oil. I'm going to try that too. Not the largest gayus I've ever had. You know, not the largest pan-fried dumplings I've ever had, but they're kind of small, relatively speaking, but they're good. All right, I'm dipping it in the chili powder, chili oil. Not overly spicy, but it does add another dimension to it. Very nice. Nice job searing it. Look at this. They did a really good job searing this thing. Some people don't think as highly of Santouka because it's a chain. I mean, you can find it throughout California, you know, wherever Asian food is found, prominently in Southern California. I've had it in, you know, in New York, in the New York metropolitan area. Famously, they have one in suburban New Jersey, where I've had most of my Santouka experiences. But now they have one here in Tysons, in Virginia, in Northern Virginia, in the DMV. And, you know, I don't care, chain or otherwise. They just nail it here. I mean, they serve some really good ramen here. For those of you who don't know what a Banchao is, it's a Vietnamese crepe. That's basically what it's called in English. If you didn't know any better and you looked at it from afar, you would think it was an omelet. Some people are thrown off by the yellow color of the Banchao, thinking there's egg in it. But the yellow color comes from turmeric. So this is not an egg crepe of any sort. The hallmark of a good Banchao is that it's crispy on the exterior. And usually it's made with slices of pork, shrimp, and it's always eaten with herbs. And what I like about this place is they give you a whole complement of herbs. That's one of the reasons why I really like getting the Banchao here. Not only because the Banchao is great, but they really knock it out of the park in terms of the herbs that they give you. Let me just look at it real quick. Oh man. You get mint here, and you get large pieces of romaine that you wrap pieces of the Banchao in. Maybe some Vietnamese coriander as well. There's the cucumber wedges and the pickled carrots and daikon. And this Banchao is quite impressive. I mean, I don't know of a place in the DMV that makes it as large as this and as crisp as this. I mean, as I'm touching it now, it has a firmness to it that I don't normally see in most Banchaos. I would say it's at least 10 to 12 inches in length. It is quite impressive. There's a lot of bean sprouts in there. There's some scallions in there. Woo! I don't even know how to begin. This thing is so massive. I think maybe I'm just gonna rip some of it off to begin. Whoa! I'm gonna dip it in the Nook num. Eventually I'm going to make a wrap because that's what I do, but I'm just going to taste it as my first. I'm just going to rip it and taste it unadorned for my first bite. Holy cow, did you hear that? That thing is crisp. Certainly as crisp as any Banchao I've had in the DMV, anywhere in the DC area, really. And this mint is really good, and it really complements the flavor of it. Again, most places won't give you this mint. They'll just give you Thai basil and leave it at that. Whoa, this is good. Let me get some of the shrimp, bean sprouts, pickled daikon, pickled carrots. Maybe throw a cucumber in there as well. Of course, lots of mint. Get a leaf of this romaine, and I'm going to attempt my first wrap. Holy cow, look at this thing. This thing is huge. I'm going to dip it in the nook num, the fish sauce. Here we go. That was a quintessential Vietnamese bite. I mean, this is textbook Vietnamese food. I'm a big fan of Banchao, and they really knock it out of the park. This is a home run all the way. I'm at the Tysons 1 shopping center, and I stopped by Fantasticks, and their concept there is customizable gelato bars. So basically what you do is you pick a gelato bar that you like, and you get to pick the toppings. They assemble it. They can sprinkle different things on it and then drizzle different things on it. I felt a little overwhelmed, and so I just said to them, do what you do, make something good for me, and I'll go with it. So I did pick the coffee bar, and then I just said, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Assemble it for me, because I don't know what goes well with it. So I put it in their hands, and this is what they came up with. I believe it has butterscotch, a butterscotch drizzle. There's a white chocolate drizzle. There's some, looks like some dark chocolate balls, and some almonds. I don't know what else, but this is a big, hefty gelato bar. I mean, at the end, it's quite big. I don't know if I should lick it or bite it or what, but I think it looks like it needs to be attacked with the teeth, so I'm gonna bite it. So it has a very crackly exterior, slightly bitter. But as you work your way into it, that coffee flavor really comes through. Holy crap. Very intense. I didn't expect it to be so intense. That's a really intense coffee flavor. I keep wanting to lick this, but the elements are so firm. I wouldn't say hard, but they're firm and nice and frozen and very cold. So really the only way to eat this is to bite it. I guess the bottom line is it any good? And I would have to say yes. But if I had a conventional cup of gelato that I usually get, you know, a scoop of gelato, I would eat it with a spoon in a cup, and it would be very soft. And I think maybe in the end I would prefer a soft, smooth gelato rather than something I have to bite into. But the quality of it is undeniable. This is good gelato. Thank you for watching. I had a great day today around Tysons. If you enjoyed this video, well, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you like the content of my channel. Also, do you have any thoughts about what I ate today? Please leave a comment in the comment section. You know, I said earlier that Tysons is very well known locally here in the DMV, but not so much for its food. But I could easily do another episode here in the future. And you know what? I probably will. But until then, be safe, take care, and eat well. Bye-bye.